Hello, this is Raylu Wolf, and I am going to be giving a short tutorial on some of the basic things you need to know about shamaning on transfer mice. And this is on easy mode, so the mode that you start out with. First, we're going to go to an empty room. Just call it tutorial. Okay. First things first is all your items are down here. And if you press, I believe it's 1 through 9 on your keyboard, you can select items that way, or you can just click them. And your most basic building tools, the ones that you'll probably use the most often, are these boxes and these planks. Especially when starting out, they're the easiest, and the balloons, but okay. So this one's not really a good map to show anything on. Okay, that's perfect. So what you're gonna do, your Z and X keys will rotate your object like so. And if you press B, you'll get a red anchor in the middle of the plank. Now, the B anchors only work for the short and long planks. They don't work for like boxes or anything like that. And then you can place it by clicking and holding. And make sure it's in like the range of the little circle that's like around you. If it's outside, it's not gonna work. Okay. Then the next thing would be connecting like fixed planks, and those are with the C key, and you'll get like a yellow anchor. And to change the position of the anchor, you just keep pressing C and see how it moves it. We want it to attach to this board like so, and see it'll attach. And so it's just the process of building and practice get you there. And I like to put, like, if you're first starting out, I like to use a lot of like these B like global stationary things. And about the B planks, just something to show you. They will stay where like the red anchor is, but they will rotate like so. They'll spin, but it's not going to move anywhere besides where it's at. Like, it's not going to fall. Okay. Let's see what else. We also, what I see a lot of people do to get like the stationary thing is, they'll make these invisible. And to make them invisible, which basically means like the mice won't run into them, you press spacebar, and it'll make it lighter, and you can hold it, and it'll sit there. And then sometimes they'll attach an invisible box to it, like so. And then that'll make it pretty stationary. And like attach something like that. And obviously, I'm going to be running out of a lot of time on these maps because I'm showing you more than focusing on getting the cheese. Okay, this isn't a shamaning map. But, okay, next one. Okay. Show you some other things. I mean, I'll just show you how I would do this map. Put an invisible right there. That. And your mice are all going to be running down there to get that cheese. Go. So. These are just like some different things you can do. I'm just doing a bunch of different techniques just so you can see how it would work. I don't really know why I'm doing that for this map though. This isn't really good. How about some other anchors? There's this cool trick that you can do. This isn't really a good map for it, but it's called an elevator. What you do is get a plain plank, don't put an anchor on it. Put it right there. Then you can get an invisible one, put it underneath. This is just a fun trick. But it only works for a few maps. And then another ghost one. And then you'll want the press N, and it will give you, well actually N and J both give you a rotating blue anchor point. And what that does is when you attach it to this other invisible one, it'll that'll make it go up like that. And that's just kind of fun. Like I said, it doesn't really work well for this map, but it works for some, and it makes you look cool sometimes. I don't know. Yeah. Some of the other items, I'm just going to go through them. I'm not going to be able to finish this map because I just want to go through the other items. This is your spirit. You can put it under mice who are having a little bit of trouble, and it'll kind of give them a boost if they're having trouble getting up somewhere. Balloons are fun. They float like so. And you can attach them to other mice by pressing C, and where you have that little circle, you would attach it onto their body, and it would pick them up. Now, if they move, they're gonna detach from the balloon. This is not a good map. Okay, let's see what else can I show. I'll just Shaman this one real quick. I don't really know if there's anything else I can show you on this one. Some more objects, I guess. See, I did a B plank there, made it invisible, so it's not going to move. C, I want to make sure this one's visible so people don't fall to their death. Well, I can just jump over, like, yeah, sometimes that happens. This is a spirit. You can rotate it, and where the arrow's pointing, it kind of like pushes stuff. I don't really use them that much, but yeah, it does stuff like that. Anchors are good for when you're, especially when you're on hard mode. They'll just like weigh things down. But I'll show you that more in hard mode. That'll be. You get special skills, and you can get you get skill points, and you get special powers and stuff. Like I have this teleporting one, and basically it'll teleport me to anywhere inside that range. This gives a mouse like box powers. This will revive up to 5 mice. These beach balls are, you get, and they're just, whoops, they're just bouncy. This is a, I forget what they call these maps. Basically, I mean, your only tools are these. And this, you just kind of like build towards the cheese, like a path. And I'm gonna die. No. And this is easier if you have a mouse instead of using like your keyboard pad thing. But yeah, and you just have to be careful that you don't build it so the mice fall or something. And you have to be aware that it's also disappearing every time you, like, the more time that goes by. So just like that. And those are pretty simple. I'm not going to build back because I don't want to take up too much time. What else can I? Okay, this I'm just going to show you just for the sake of showing. Going to put a B plank up there. I'm going to put a C plank over top of it. I don't know why I did that. Never mind, that's not going to work. Okay, I didn't. Trying to get to a good map. Oh, these things, they just kind of like bounce, and you can attach them to things and like, just to show you quick. And the mice kind of bounce around on them. They're kind of helpful on some maps, I guess. I don't really use them that much, but some people like them. And in some maps, you'll get these trampolines, and they're what they are. It makes them go like this. Just makes the mice bounce, but you don't get them for every map. These are cannons. They can be used to move things off the map. Like, we're gonna fire at the trampoline. Hopefully I don't miss. Yeah, like that. Or you can fire mice off the map if they're being stubborn and won't go in the hole and they got the cheese and they're obviously just trying to troll you. What else? Ice can also be used to freeze them if they're not going in. And I'll actually pause. Hold on, I'll show you. Okay, so yeah. You can use ice after the first 3 mice have entered the hole. And I can't really show you that because it's kind of hard to. You see? Let's see what else. Okay, I'm gonna pause it because I have one more thing to show you, but I need to be on a better map. Okay, there's one more type of anchor that is useful to know. I'm just gonna show it to you. I mean, you obviously don't really need it for this map, but first we're gonna do our B anchor. And then if you press the V key, you'll get this blue anchor. Where it's supposed to be green. I don't know, it looks blue to me. And you can switch it anyways. And if you attach that to the end there, it's going to move when the mice press it, push up against it, like so. That's just helpful. If you had a yellow anchor attached here instead, it would be a little bit more difficult. And then you can always place like invisible boxes, like say some mice is like trapped under there, and they can go back and forth. Let's see if we did it with. I hope this works. But I'm pretty sure if we do it with this one. Yeah, it's not moving because that's the yellow anchor and that's a fixed thing. So it's not going to move no matter how many mice press up against it. Although the box, I think the box might still work, maybe. Yes, the box still works. So either way, I mean, the blue anchor is just less time that you have to do because you didn't really need the box there for it to move up. Like if the mice were just running against it, they could get through. Where the yellow anchor, on the other hand, you would have to use the box. It just saves time, I guess, if you know the different anchors. And that is the V key again. And I think that's it for easy shamaning.